Hello, everybody. It's Thursday, not Friday, the 6th of June. I'm Marie. Somewhere behind that board.
I'm Dominique. Marie said, don't start yawning. And as you were doing your introduction, I was yawning behind the board. I'm Dominique. Oh.
Have you just got in from work?
Yeah, I've not long been in, so. Oh,
hello,
dear.
Anita. Hello, Sue. Yeah,
have a look.
We've confused you again because we did say we thought it would be Friday when we got here, but we've managed to do it today, so we thought it would be easier. Oh, I think you just need to go for a sleep, Dominique.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I just can't get going. It's been a long week. I mean, what I need is 3 days off. What I'm going to get is 3 days at a wool show. So if you come in, goodness knows what you're getting.
Well, that's just us all over though, isn't it?
Dear,
dear me. Hello, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Right. Let me write some things down and then
write some bits and bobs down. Yeah, well, the sun's actually come out. I've had to put the blind down a bit. It's been a really weird day. Dark, sunny, bit of rain, no rain, windy. All seasons in one day.
Well, it's.
Is it me freezing?
Oh, is it?
I mean, who knows? I mean, you're saying you might have to disappear, Joe. I mean, I could just disappear. Yeah. Our internet the other day went off. I was on knitting and it just dropped me off the other day. Anyway, nice mug, ducklings.
Yeah, I don't know who that was, Free. I wasn't looking. It's my spring mug because I know it's meant to be summer, but it's definitely not.
No.
So
anyway, right. Well,
has everyone had a good week? And is everyone looking forward to Wool Monty?
Yes. Who's coming? Because I need to get my case of tea out because I will wear it for the show. I will wear it tomorrow because we did say if you've done it, Wool Monty would be the place to come and show it. I know we saw quite a few at Buxton, but we did say, so I will put mine on.
I've just put a reminder because I can't think where my green one is and the other one's in my wardrobe. So that's gone on to the list of things to take.
Your green one might be in the bag. It could quite possibly be in the bag. We could have packed it.
Right. The beauty, we've said this before, the beauty of Wool Monty for us is we come home every night. So if we get there tomorrow setting up and we forgot anything, we can just pick it up on the way back. So
exactly. So that
for whoever it was that said, will you bring the grain shawl, with big thanks to Lisa. Yeah, it sat on the floor in the hall, so I don't forget it. Lisa was on Knit and Natty yesterday and said, no, I've got a reminder to tell you about the grain shawl. What about it? She said, you need to take it to Wool Monty.
Well,
so we can't remember, but Lisa said it was on the podcast and I'd said to Lisa, remind me, and she did, so it's ready to come. So whoever you were, it will be there.
Well, honestly, I'm losing the plot because I was talking to Dominique about something the other day and I'd said, oh, it was your shawl, this Stuart, when you're watching. I can't even remember what the name is of it. Stuart's knit us this...
the duo cowl.
The duo cowl in the new yak base. So it's the silk double knit with truly scrumptious. It looks beautiful.
It looks
I said to Dominique, I said, it's not that big, is it? It's not very big. I'm sure the one that Stuart did was longer. Then Dominique told me off and said, we had a conversation about this and we were talking. I am honest. I know I am. I can't even remember the conversation. I remember standing at the desk. I mean, that's what you normally do, isn't it? So that's good. Stood at the desk and you, Stuart and Lisa were there. And I came over and you were talking about what colours. And we said, oh, what about truly scrumptious? And I said, oh, yeah, because that's the colours I want to do my jump cardigan in. Don't ask me what any of the conversation was after that, because I honestly I would have bet £1,000 that I never had that conversation with you. I mean, how ridiculous is that?
We could, both of us, not very good sometimes, but at least Stuart was there and we will remember, because we had the conversation about Stuart used up every bit of the wool,
yes,
but we wanted it to pattern, otherwise people are going to see it, go home, knit it and go, well, this doesn't look anything like what the sample was. So it's to pattern, not to how Stuart did it to get every last inch out of his yarn. But
I was just thinking, I'm sure Stuart's was longer than this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember the cover, but how beautiful. And we've said this before about the silk, haven't we? The colour on it.
It is
so soft.
And the way that's knit up, particularly holding it to camera, it looks like there's a diagonal stripe of yellow.
Yeah, it does.
It just the way it.
And let's turn it on the outside, the bit where you don't really want to see where where you're changing. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's so soft and so squishy. But yeah, I did have a moment and thought, well, yeah, what's happened there? Yeah, because I can't remember the conversation I had last week. Anyway, thank you, Stuart.
Yeah, that is the duo tone cowl, which I've knit, which I did in Pale Scarlet and Midnight a while ago. And it was a really nice pattern. Really nice pattern.
Beautiful. So yes, thank you very much for that. And yeah, I completely lost the plot on what that was going to be. So that will be at the show. So that's another different item that we've got, just to show what the yak's like. Because we didn't have anything knitting the double knit yak, have we?
No, we've not. No.
And you posted that picture, didn't you, of the navy on yak?
Yes.
Oh my lord, the colour on it is so beautiful.
I think most solid colours will look really nice, but particularly, well, the navy was stunning. Navy, I think the magenta will. There'll be some that really do, just with that brightness, or not sparkle, but almost just that. Yeah, really, really nice. So
it's like somebody's polished the wool. That's how it looks. It's like it's all been polished. It's really nice.
Yeah. Oh. So Lucy's saying the yak silk's definitely her new favourite, and it's not hard wearing on the hands and so much nicer to do cables with.
I can't wait to see what you're making with it.
So I'm really pleased that we've got something for everyone to see. Yeah. How it knits up.
And feel it as well. Yeah, it's the texture, isn't it?
So Sally's coming Sunday, Anita's coming Saturday.
Perfect. I know we've seen Sally's case of tea, haven't we?
Yeah.
But Anita's finished hers as well.
And Sally's was in bamboo. I mean, that was beautiful as well.
Yes, it was. That was very beautiful. Right, have you got anything there? Sorry, I've thrown that on you. Do you want me to show something?
I was just looking. I've got, there's hardly anything new for you to see, but I've got more of my blanket done.
Good. Hold that there, because I'll get mine to just show the difference in the colour with the, depending on what you...
Whether you knit or crocheted.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm up to date on mine. Actually, they don't look as different on this colour, do they?
No, they don't. Maybe it's because I'm in a better place for
sometimes, look there, so when you go down to the greeny one, Beano, I mean, have I got somebody else's teeth in? It looks different there, doesn't it? But the new one doesn't. So Gratitude looks similar.
Yours does. It does look like there's more. It's more tonal in yours.
Yeah, I think the crochet definitely shows it up more.
It does. So because it's in small places, whereas with this, it's across the rows.
Yeah.
So
I'm all ready for the next one, which is Tranquility. So get your orders in. Those people who haven't ordered it.
I've got two more to do. I was just thinking, I've just started the undyed, But I've got this is my knit and natter knitting. So I've got next Wednesday, and then I've got an afternoon tea. So I've got plenty of time still to do it. We're only on the 6th, aren't we? So
yeah, loads of time.
But that has just been don't have to think about it. Do some backwards and forwards knitting.
I've been trying this week. I've managed to get a lot of things that I wanted caught up with done. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm on top of things again, because I did feel like I was getting behind on bits and pieces. So I am actually on top of things again. So that is all done. So I'm ready for the next instalment for that. So I'm happy that that's up to date. I mean, I can't find the bag, so I'll just plonk it on the floor. My brother's jumper, he tried it on, it fits, so I'm ready to just keep going on that. So I haven't really done any more on it, so I won't show you. But I might start working again on the jumper for the wool that Victoria got me. Start on this again, just knitting round and round on that. So interspersing between that jumper.
And what pattern's that?
That pattern is, got it here, So Faded by Andrea Mowry.
Andrea Mowry, yeah.
Yeah. So let me show you the picture. So I'm using 2 different colours and striping it. Can't really, I haven't got a photo of it of the front. Just a plain basic raglan sleeve jumper.
Yes.
So I'm just doing 4-ply. So I think I'll start doing a bit on this and doing a bit on the other jumper.
Yes.
So
and that's easy to do, because you can just do 2 or 3 stripes at a time, can't you?
Knit and natter, both of them now. Yes. Yeah, they're both easy knit and natter. So I can be working on both of those. So I'm quite happy to do that. Oh yes, Jessica, the colours are really nice, but that colour in particular, we were talking, I think Caroline said it looked like a Grecian sea, didn't she? And it does. I really like that colour, Dominique.
Oh, she said.
Oh. She did give the place, didn't she?
She did. I think she said, I thought it was Santorini, but it's not. It's Kefalonia, I think is what Caroline said.
She had a photo, didn't she?
She did find a photo of a Greek island, yes. I mean, and I think Jessica's trying to draw us there on the next colour, because she said, I can't wait to get to the blue. Or do you mean you get
I think this one, this blue, yeah, because it does look like the sea, and in particular, I think I've folded that up now. It looks like the waves with the foam on the top, doesn't it?
It does. Beautiful. That, yes.
Yeah, when I just placed it on the floor nicely. It does. It looks so gorgeous. So so that's done. My bounce, I am so pleased that I've caught up on this, because I did worry that I was going to get way behind. I am now up to date. So I finished month 5. So the next one obviously comes out at the end of this month. I'll get it, which I think is roses. I've ordered it. So I mean, just look at the colours. I'm absolutely loving this. It's absolutely beautiful.
They are really. Just hold it. Are they all solids? I can't remember if I
No, they're like some of them have got 2 colours in. Do you know? It's hard to see because the light's gone a bit funny. Let me try and put.
But they're not speckle.
Like that one's green and purple.
Right.
That one's purpley and purpley and blue. Some of them you can see on that one, that's got more than one colour in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
The majority of the majority of them are semi-solids. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, but really nice.
Yeah, I am so happy with it. So I don't know how many more to get. Sort of the length of it, I'm trying to work out. So if you sat on the sofa, it needs to cover your legs. So I don't know whether I need 1 more month or 2 more months. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
because it doesn't really want much blocking. It needs a little bit, but not much. But I am so happy with the colours. So that is halfway. I'm halfway, aren't I? If I was to do the full no, I'm not.
No,
it's 12 months, isn't it?
I've got next month's halfway. Yes, next month would be halfway, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But yes, again, I'm so pleased that I've got that done, because at one point when I had them as squares, I thought I'm never going to get this done. So it was a good decision to change it. And then once I started on this, I thought, oh, it's going to take me ages. I'm never going to get caught up. But once I got into the pattern,
yes,
it knits up really, really quickly. So yeah, really happy with that.
So that's Bounce by Tin Can Knits.
Bounce by Tin Can Knits. Let me just put the blind down again, because the sun's now come out again.
And the minis are Sherry Iris.
Minis are Sherry Iris. Yeah. Floral edit. So yeah, so I'm chuffed to bits that I am all on target. Everything's done. I mean, if I had a spreadsheet like some people, I'd be ticking it off. But life's too hectic to do that. I like going with the flow and just thinking, what am I going to do? Have you got anything else to show us? Can you hear drilling going on outside? I'm sorry. Sounds like the dentist.
No.
Good.
No, I definitely can't.
My nose looks so red on this one. It must be the sun coming in. It looks like bright red.
Not on camera, it doesn't.
Does it not? It just must be the light bouncing off here. I look like my nose is bright red.
I've done just a little bit more on my hot water bottle. And I said last week that I just need to sit down and work out how many stitches, how many rows, and to do the C to start duplicate stitching. Yeah. But I've not had the brain capacity, so I just thought, well, I'll just keep going for a bit longer. So that's all that is. And then I've got, because on...
Sorry. Let me just go back to the Zoom thing. I don't know what happened there. Oh, Grace was trying to message me. Let me just send her a message to say I'm currently on. Oh, I mean, honestly, I'm on.
Well, just while you're doing, I'm looking. Anita's saying, Market Moss Blanket by Hooked Hazel is my next pattern. That's not one I've heard of. Is that? Anita, is Hooked Hazel Emily Marie Davis? Which I know sounds odd, but I found the Market Moss Blanket, but it's by Emily Marie Davis.
It's a new one. It's the one I think that Anita had sent me a while ago to say it was going to be released soon. Can you find it? Does it?
Yes, I have. I was thinking that surely there can't be two Market Moss blankets. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, that is the one Anita had been looking at when we were first talking about what to use our veg boxes with. Is that what you're going to do your veg box on?
So that looks like crocheted. Well, it doesn't look like moss stitch to me, but I'm guessing it's meant to be crocheted moss. It's very textured. Yes. Oh, that maybe does look more like moss stitch. Really textured.
Beautiful.
I like that.
Yeah, it's mosaic, isn't it? It's a mosaic moss stitch.
That's really, really nice. In DK. So is that going to be your veg box, Anita, held double, or have you got other yarn for that? That's really nice. Yeah, I mean, beyond my capabilities in crochet, but I can see the appeal. That looks really, really nice. And I could imagine that you doing an advent.
Yeah, that would look nice.
Because you could just have 24 different squares, couldn't you? Yeah.
Because
Wendy's saying likey. Very nice. Yeah.
I was looking at going to do moss stitch as a crochet blanket, but I'd need to look at the pattern. Do you know what I mean? And I just didn't have the brain capacity, which is why I've ended up doing socks with mine. So those socks will be ideal for if I'm knitting on the plane. I can just do that. It'd be easy.
Yeah.
And then so I was quite pleased that I've managed to get all my things done because Amber O'Brien has released her mystery make-along. So I've signed up for that. And it's a this or that. So you choose whether to do, I'll try and get my words right this time, either a shawl or a wrap. So that's your first decision, what you're going to do. So I've decided I want to do the wrap because I've done 2 of hers now, and I like the shape of them. I like wearing them. So I've chosen my colours. So she'd said that you need colours that 2 that strongly contrast, and then the other one can either be the same as you can have 2 balls the same colour and one, or you can have 3. So I'm going for pinks. So my colour choice is pink. What a surprise. So I'm going silver.
That looks like pale forest. I kept thinking.
No, it's silver.
Yeah.
Pale magenta and magenta on yak. Yes. Because it just looked a bit too bright with the magenta. So yeah. I'll be taking those away with me, and the pattern release I think is on the 14th of June. So I've signed up to do that. And again, it'll just show what it's like, because people often say, can you knit the yak with the whatever? Yes, you can, so it'll just be an idea of that as well. So yes. I'm looking forward to that. So I feel like I've got my knitting mojo back a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Of getting things done and trying to move things on. Oh, you've signed up for it as well, have you, Marjorie? Yeah, I'm sorry if I've encouraged too many people today on Knit and Natter of that, and also looking at clothes on Marks and Spencer's. We've got a little bit carried away with dresses. Sorry, Linda.
Sorry, I was just catching up with the Wendy saying she thinks she's going to do something with squares for a veg box.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, and Anita saying yes, held double with scraps for the blanket. Very, very nice.
Very good.
Well, I can't remember either Sunday or Monday. I wanted to do something different, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I've cast on a shawl. Excuse me, but I knit on it. I cast it on, I knit on it, and then I've not knit on it since. So how much will get done, who knows? But I've got so much. I've got so many single skeins in my stash that are beautiful that I've bought at different shows and things. I desperately wanted to cast one on, so this is the one I've gone for.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's sparkle, which is not me, but it was only in sparkle. So it's a noodle soup that I think I got from Bakewell
last year,
or potentially the year before. So it was from Noodle Soup, and it just says 2.0 as the colourway.
Ozo. Well,
there's definitely a decimal point. So yeah. I think it's 2.0, but what 2.0 of what? I've no idea. I mean, I've really not got much done, but I am loving how the colour is knitting up.
Oh, nice. What's the pattern?
It is the Ashton by Dee O'Keefe.
Oh, and does it come as a big triangular shawl, Dominique, by any chance?
It does. It comes as...
That's very pretty. Lots of lace.
It comes as a triangular shawl.
Lovely.
Full lace. I mean, don't ask me why. Do not ask me why. I just got it into my head. But I'm just making sure I'm not showing anything because it's paper pattern. It's not. That's just the blocking photos.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So that's what it's going to be. So
Very nice.
I think I was just searching on Ravelry for a single skein. What could I do with a single skein? And 2 or 3 came up. Now, one came up that looked absolutely perfect, and it was saying how easy it was. Well, I got it cast on. Well, the pattern just did not make sense at all. So that's just gone to one side, and I'll try and work it out. But there were lots of projects and lots of blog posts about it, and there's only a couple of people asked a similar question. Everyone else, and no one had answered them.
Right.
No one else seemed to have had a problem. So I just think I need to come back to it on a different day. I'll find. You know, I've got no brain power at all, so I'll just go for a fully laced project that is only charted. Yeah. That's what I'll do. So
do you know what you should have done as well? You should have added a few beats in that as well.
Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 charts that you repeat on numerous different ways. So let's see. I mean, I did it on, I think it must have been Sunday, and I'd cast that one on first and came back to it. So I've really not done much, but I really am liking it. So watch this.
It's pretty, very pretty.
I'm not going to get any more done this weekend. So, you know, sometimes the urge just takes you. I'm trying to finish things off, and I was desperate to cast on another jumper, and I haven't. So with my Cracking the Flags jumper, I am now at, it should have been 21 inches. I'm 22 and a half, or
right, good.
I'm longer than it needs to be. All I need to do is get the pattern and just read the front and carry on just on the front and put the back on hold. But
you're not feeling it. Yeah.
I mean, I want to do it, and that is going to take me about 3 minutes, I think. But
sometimes you do just get stuck, though, don't you? You just think, I don't, no, I can't deal with it. I don't want it. I'm just going to put it there.
I will at some point come back to that and just crack on. But at the minute, my blanket is easy knitting, and when I'm ready, this is there. It's looking pretty, and the colours are making me excited. So watch this space. Lucy, it is a very you. I mean, it says it's a skill level, and it is, I thought I'd read it. Oh yeah, I think you could do it in lace weight if you. It's a 4-ply pattern, but you could do it in lace weight.
There's a challenge for you, Lucy. So, in lace weight.
Yeah, it is one of the. I have definitely knit one of her patterns before. I'm sure I have, but don't ask me what. And I've not gone looking. It's a really thick, comprehensive pattern that she talks you through how to use step-by-step charts. So if you've never done lace before, it would be a good one to do. Yes, I thought it was lace weight version, so there must be.
Yeah, it's really pretty, very nice.
Yeah, Lucy, I can definitely see you knitting one of these in lace weight.
I think it's calling for beads on it as well, Lucy. Yeah, but I mean that might just be a bridge too far.
Well, by the time, I mean, it could be months before I get to doing the edging, and I've never put beads on, so you never know.
Yeah, you never know. Watch this space.
Never know. But
yes, I'm sorry, Linda, that I enabled you to purchase. We were having a conversation today on Knitting Natter about, shopping, and I was just saying how I really don't like going shopping. You know, just taking myself. I wish in some ways I could. I wish I could say, oh, I'm just going to take myself off and go for a nice day shopping and go for some lunch and just entertain myself. I couldn't do it. I just get bored. I just go shopping when I need to go. And if I don't need to go, I'd rather just purchase online. And that's where it then led me to Marks and Spencer's to see what new summer dresses they had in. So, yeah, so it did open up a bit of a discussion on whether you like shopping or not. But I can't think of anything worse than like just wandering around shops with no purpose. I don't like it. Get bored. I don't mind going and having a meal and a bimble, but I like going, and when I've had a look in the shop, I've finished. Do you know what I mean? And I was saying about yarn shows, I'm terrible because I could easily do a yarn show in like half an hour. Go in, I don't need to look at those stores because I don't need anything from there, and just walk around. So yeah, it was interesting listening to how other people are as well. Do you like shopping? People out there, do you like going shopping? Do you like go? I hate clothes shopping, I've got to say.
Lucy just said she loves shopping, especially on her own.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to do it because just going off and entertain. It's not about being on my own. I quite easily go out and shop and go and have a meal on my own. That's not the problem. I just find it very boring if I haven't got anything to buy. I'm not a good browser. I know I'm not. So yeah.
See you later,
so what about? See you later, Joe. Yeah, I and even then, if I'm looking for something, I can then get too specific about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, won't look there because I can't find that. Don't want that. Don't want this. Yeah, I can't. I'd love to be able to like spend ages in one shop, but no, I'd get bored. Once I've looked around, I've looked around. That's it. Off you go. Next shop. What about you? Do you like shopping? I mean, I'm asking probably the wrong person here, aren't I?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Yeah. No, the idea of like having a full day just shopping.
But you still like clothes, so you enjoy still ordering it online and buying.
Oh yeah, I do like clothes.
I'm more than happy in my lunch hour going to Sainsbury's to pick up lunch, picking something up. So I've never been. I couldn't tell you the last time I bought something like that wasn't not just necessity, but like I needed a pair of shorts for going to Buxton because it was going to be boiling hot. So I thought, oh, I need to go and get them. So I definitely am not somebody that goes shopping. I've been into, bearing in mind I live 6 miles away from Lincoln. I've been into the high street of Lincoln once since January.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to spend too much money. And if I go wandering, I used to, before this, when I had time off, I would go and wander, but I would go and browse in the bookshop or go for lunch. Yeah. But then you're spending money all the time. So, it is just... Yeah, I definitely don't go clothes shopping.
No, I just do it all online mainly. And then if I have to go, normally the only times I like go into Lincoln is because I've got to go in for a purpose. Do you know what I mean? I need to go in for something, and then I will look in the shops. But then I'll come home and I'll order it online because I can't stand going in changing rooms and food shopping. Oh, do you like food? Do you want to do my food shopping, Wendy? I hate food shopping. We're having this. I hate food shopping with a passion. It's a necessity. You've got to do it. Really, don't like food shopping. If I can be in and out of the supermarket in 10 minutes, I'm a happy girl. Out.
The beauty of delivery. Then you don't have to do it. Because they just bring it to your door.
They do. So. And I do sometimes order it online, but I do sometimes hate it when it comes and like the dates aren't as good, and you know what I mean? So I do, that's the only reason I go, because I like to get longer dates. But yeah, I'd rather do it online. But it's usually because I've forgotten and thought, I need my food shopping. I've got no food in. I need to go now. But yeah, I don't like food shopping. It's a chore. And that I sometimes have to force David to come with me because I hate it that much. So he may as well be as depressed as I am doing it. Hey, David.
Oh. Yeah, well, maybe that's my problem, Lucy, because I've always been told I mean, tall ranges are much better now, but nothing used to fit when I was younger. So I'd buy trousers. I'd buy trousers on the basis of whether or not they had a good hem. Because if they're good hem, Mum would just take the hem down to make them long enough for me.
Yeah.
So I think I've just spent my formative years with clothes that didn't fit properly. So I've never really enjoyed it. But
I think the problem is now, when we were talking about this, you can like look at the set. The other day, I found a pair of trousers in Tesco's. I like them. I thought, right, well, I'll get. This is what I'm terrible for, because I find something I like, and I think, well, I'll have it in a couple of colours, because then I don't have to think any more about it. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to think, where else can I get something? So I bought exactly the same trousers, exactly the same label, just different colour. Got them home, completely different trousers. Like, they were linen trousers, but one was, the legs were wider. It was supposed to be exactly the same pair of trousers. It didn't have enough depth in the bottom. You know, like, you put them together and thought, they're not even the same. So don't put the same label on them. I was getting really annoyed. So I'm sick of going back to Tesco's with these bloody trousers to just say, no, they're not right. Because, of course, they don't have changing rooms anyway. I mean, what's that all about? That's no use, is it? So you have to keep going. They do it to get you back in the shop, don't they? I'm on a rant. I'll shut up.
I'm just giggling at Lucy, because Lucy's saying she's a short ass and everything's too long. Yeah, you and I, Lucy, are two ends of the spectrum. Can I have all your excess fabric, please?
Yes.
Don't put it on Lucy's. Can I have it on mine?
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need to do. But they are, aren't they? You'll know, like with being tall, you can choose one thing and then you can buy the same thing and it'll be completely different length. I mean, it's ridiculous. Get a grip, get all the sizing sorted. And I've given up looking at sizes now, because you can buy a size 16 in one thing and it fits perfect. You can buy the same company size 16 and it's miles too big or it's miles too small.
Yeah.
Bonkers. Anyway, rant over. Marks and Spencer's, click, send it here. If it's not right, off it goes back. Easy. Don't have to think about it.
Oh, Vanessa's the same. Yeah, it is. I mean, there's not a normal size person, is there? Everyone's completely different. So
yes,
but just segmenting slightly, but keeping it on topic of shopping. I mean, not spending any money. I have just bought. Oh yeah, I've just bought something. I've just realised I've thrown away. So we all know how lovely Kath is.
Kath. Have you brought Kath's sister?
I've bought Kath's cousin.
What's Kath's cousin? What's Kath's cousin called?
Kath's cousin's not got a name. Kath's cousin wasn't named. The bags were all named, but not the notions pouches. I mean, you can't. She's just.
I mean, Kath's cousin needs a name.
Fluffy.
Is Kath's cousin a male or a female, do you reckon?
Well, dare I say, maybe it's not Kath's cousin, maybe it's Kath's very good friend, and I'll call her Marion.
I think that's an excellent idea. Excellent idea. It's Kath and Marion.
It's Kath and Marion. I mean, I couldn't resist. It's a Paula special stitched by Mrs. D. I saw that she'd got a shop update at the weekend.
It's Kath and Marion, I like it.
And forgot all about it. And then I got into bed and I saw it on Instagram and I went on. I didn't want another, I wasn't looking for another bag. I wasn't buying anything, but most of it had been sold out. But just this one was there by itself. So I thought,
Kath and Marion. Yeah.
So, and for those of you that don't know, I mean, you will, because we speak about Kath all the time. Kath owns Wensleydale Longmoor Sheep Shop. But if you've ever seen her at shows, the chances are she's with a very good friend, Marion.
Yes.
So Marion's always helps her out at the. So Marion's in Belgium at the minute, so she's not watching. Kath wanted a friend. So
Kath's now got a friend. Oh, that's
I didn't
perfect.
think about that until just now because I thought, well, they've not got a name. But yeah, so I now just need to fill Marion up with lots of nice things. Oh dear. It was just meant to be. Everything else had been sold out, so clearly she was
Marion
waiting.
Was just waiting for you.
Yes.
So while we're on the subject of shopping, then those of you who are coming to the wool show, have you got a list? Are you coming with a purpose, or are you coming for a mooch? You're just coming for a wander about. What you coming for? Something in mind? I mean, I always say I don't think I need anything. I'll go for a wander. You never know.
Marjorie's saying she's going to buy one and call it Dominique. Well, I'd be more than happy being friends with Kath and Marion.
But then you'd have to buy a little Marie. You can't just get Dominique, can you, Marjorie? You can't just get one. You know, you've got to get a Dominique and a little friend, Marie.
I definitely don't want anything. I definitely don't want anything, but I have ordered something. I ordered something at Buxton to pick up at Wool Monty.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes.
So and I'll show you that when I get it. So that's the only thing I'm going for. That said, Suzanne's there from Green Lambkin Yarns, and I really, really like her yarn. Yes. So let's just wait and see. But yeah, I'm not going with anything. And really, at Buxton, I had a 10-minute wander on the Sunday, and that was it. We didn't really move from the store, did we? So
no, I think because Green Lambkin, I got my latest instalment of my advent calendar, so that's gone in the bag, in the Christmas bag, so I know where it is. So I've been very good as well. I am terrible for peeking. I haven't peeked. I have literally, as they've come through the post, I've shoved them straight in the bag, and the bag is somewhere completely different. So I'm just forgetting about them. Yeah. Well, you've got to. If you buy Dominique, you've got to buy just a little Marie, just a little pocket-sized Marie, just a little one, just a little one, just a little one.
But yeah, I think looking at Wool Monty, there are lots of vendors there that you don't see at other shows as well, which Helen's there from Giddy Yarns.
There's lots of different makers as well, different types of crafts as well. So that'll be nice to look at sort of an eclectic mix as well. So I'm looking forward to just seeing what there is. Oh, have you, Vanessa? Yeah, have you been hiding yours? You haven't peeked, have you? You haven't had a peek.
No, I think most people. Well, I mean, you don't know, but the people that I see that have bought Suzanne's have all kept it for Advent because that's the point of it. But you could open it every month and knit it through the year, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could.
Sally's saying she's coming with friends for a mooch. No purchases planned. Happy to be tempted, though. I think that's a very good attitude to come with.
Yeah.
No purchases planned, but very happy to be tempted.
So,
Suzanne's Moon of the Month has been beautiful.
Oh,
Chloe, I don't think I've seen.
I haven't seen anything on that, and
I've seen it, but I can't think if I've seen. So I've seen it that are selling it, but I don't think I've seen anyone open the yarn. But I know I've said that. I think Suzanne has shown it herself. But yeah, I do like. I mean, I really like Suzanne, but I do like her yarns. They are
beautiful. Yeah,
really, really nice. I did say that. I did see she'd been dyeing Halloween and Easter yarn, and she was doing Christmas yarn this week. I think ready for Wool Monty, so she'll have a bit of everything because she goes mad for Halloween. So she's got a Halloween yarn there.
I'll have to bring my scattering petals. No, what's shaking the tree? What was it? What am I doing? Was it shaking the tree?
Oh, in all
my cowl I made. That
all that glitters.
Yeah, in that. I can't remember what it was called. Linda, what was it called? Help.
I think it was Shaking the Tree.
Shaking the Tree, I think it was. So I'll put that on the table. I'll go and show it because I'm really pleased with how it's beautiful.
Although you did do scattering petals as well. Now it was Shaking the Tree.
Shaking the Tree.
Was the All Is Calm.
Vanessa, I'm taken by that. You've had a peek. Scattering petals is what I was using up my leftovers on the blanket club.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, I've not written that down.
It's sort of taken a side turn.
Yes,
because I'm thinking what I might do when I finish the blanket, I might actually edge it with all my spares that I've got left. I might pull it out, that cowl, and I think I might make my blanket a bit bigger and do a border and then just like join it up as a magic knot and then just go around the edge just to give it a bit extra. I thought I may as well just put it all in the blanket. Like
faded with the
yes, well that's what's made me think of it because it looks really nice and I thought it would then just give me a bit, you know, I may as well use it all on that because I'm never going to wear that big. I've looked at the cowl and it's beautiful, but I think I'm going to have too much wool. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be too big. Right. So I may as well put it all into that and use it all up. So
Vanessa's saying she was having a bad day and opened the first one, had a peek. That's what you can do.
It doesn't matter, does it? Is it nice? I'm sure it'll be nice. Were you happy you had a peek? That's all I'm going to say.
Well, I was just going to say, and Vanessa, if you're anything like us, you can have a peek now and open it on the 1st of December and it will still be a surprise. I dye our advents and they're still a surprise to me when they come out.
Yeah, because they are me. They are me as well. And you know, you look and think, how can you have forgotten what it was? It's like you open it and go, oh, now I remember.
Yeah.
Now I remember.
Like I've got vague ideas how the colours go, but yeah, I forget. So
as long as it made you feel better, and that's all that matters.
Oh, Pineapple Fibre Arts.
Oh,
do you know what? I don't think I've heard of them. So again, it's nice. There's a lot of stores there, so there's a lot of new vendors.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah. And we always, if you come to us and you've got purchases in your hand or holding bags, we'll always ask for a peek.
And that normally ends us wandering off, doesn't it? And going to have a look at things.
Because I've got a feeling, excuse me, my,
Do signals. Do hand signals. Let me help. Let me help. Cowl, scarf.
No, it was...
Bag.
I'm trying to think of the colourway, my Christmas colourway from Suzanne. I've got a feeling. Let's blame Caroline because she gets blamed for everything. Caroline came
Candy cane something yours was. The one that I got you for Christmas.
Candy cane forest.
Yes, candy cane forest. Because it went with your candy cane jigsaw.
I think Caroline came to the store with that and I had to go across. But anyway, if you come on with purchases, we will have a look because that's sometimes.
No, it was and knits that I went and did that because you'd seen that Caroline brought a colourway and then I went and got that was a different one, wasn't it?
But I've got Candy Cane Forest. I've knit a pair of socks out of Candy Cane Forest that I bought from Wool Monty. I bought it 2 years ago at Wool Monty and then you bought it for me for Christmas.
Oh, I didn't realise you had the same one.
Yes. I thought you did. So I know that, so that was like 2 years ago. I got I definitely bought it from Suzanne at Wool Monty because I came back and then you went over and bought a skein from her as well.
Yeah.
But that all came from someone coming to the store with it in the bag and going, I really like that.
Yeah.
So yes. Don't feel strange if we start asking you to look in your bag because we just like to see what people are buying.
Big crochet mandalas in wooden hoops. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh.
I mean but that's good. Big crochet mandalas in wooden hoops. They look great. I'm tempted to get a kit or maybe a pattern. You see, that is the beauty of kits, and we have found that because you see something and go, well, they're the colours. I want that. I want that exact colour. So you buy the kit. if the colours are not quite what you want and you can just get the pattern, you can then put your own together, can't you?
Because it's like the macrame kits I got from Cumbria last year that are still waiting because they're for the extension. That's what I've got them for. And they were perfect because they were the colours I wanted. You know what I mean? I saw just the kit and that was the colours I wanted. So that, that made me buy them. Do you know what I mean? Whereas they'd probably been in colours that were completely different to what some of my my furnishings are, I wouldn't have bought it. So it is just sometimes getting that right combination, isn't it, of the colours you're looking for that you like. And it's as a kit. So, well, I think we've rambled on enough, don't you?
I think we have.
Anything you want to know, people out there, before we disappear and go and have something to eat?
For those of you coming this weekend, did you see I'd shared? If you didn't see us sharing it, the Wool Monty done it themselves. There's a menu for the cafe. Now, how busy it's going to be, but they did share a menu which looked really nice and very reasonably priced as well.
Yeah.
If you want to plan your lunch or your breaks around it.
I like your idea, Chloe. Yeah, I was just thinking when you said big clock, I was thinking, yeah, I've got a big clock. You see, the problem is this wall here. You don't normally see it. See, it's like this normally. So it's normally like that, so you don't see it. So whatever I do can only be like really thin that I can hide behind the wall that Mr. Hammond then doesn't have to look at when I'm not sat here. I normally only shut this door because I get unwanted guests wandering through, don't I? So normally this door is like that, where you can then see me cow. But yes, I like that idea. I might go and have a look. That would be perfect behind there.
I bet it's
how you're thinking.
I bet it's too deep.
Might be, yeah, because it's not very, I would say, it's less than an inch deep behind there, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to have a look. Because I've tried various things on that wall, as we know. I mean, the best thing was when I did the Wool is the Answer WITA in the wire, and it just looked like the W just looked like two saggy boobs.
Yeah,
and that just cracked me up. And every time, and I think there was on one photo I saw it, and I thought, yeah, that was just hilarious because the wire wasn't strong enough, so the wire didn't give it enough shape. I couldn't get the W's right, so that didn't last long. What else have I had there? I had my blanket, didn't I? The square blanket. That was hung up there a while. I've had Christmas decorations hidden behind there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think what else.
Yeah, because it keeps having things knocked into it, and then I have to fill the holes and just paint.
I mean, what about a crocheted mandala?
I mean, that would be perfect, couldn't it? I could get, I think that would be a really nice thing if I could get it, on a wire. Just depends how thick they are. I used to have some in COVID. I made some for the garden, and they were outside for quite a while in the garden, but then they soon got manky.
That's the trouble when they're outside, isn't it? But yeah.
Thanks you two for enabling me to go and look for something.
Yeah,
it has to be something I can hide as well.
Yes. So for those of you coming this weekend, we will see you then.
Yes. No podcast next week.
Well, that's what I am just looking. No podcast the week after.
Oh yes, because we're not here, are we?
No. So it might be,
unless we do it on the Thursday again.
I was going to say it might have to be the Thursday again.
Yeah.
Because 2 weeks this weekend is Cumbria.
Yes.
And we're not vending, but we are going as customers on the Saturday, but we're going up Friday night.
Yes. Yeah.
So so
and then it's retreat.
I was just thinking earlier because I was just thinking earlier for the next 6 weeks it's going to be full on. But
yes. So we'll be, it'll be a bit like watch out on social media, see when we're popping on. It'll either be Thursdays, Fridays, or not at all.
It could be 2 weeks today.
Yes, hopefully 2 weeks today, but it definitely will be not It definitely, that's not good. Definitely won't be next week.
No,
I was going to say it definitely won't not be next week.
I still think that was right, because I think that was triple negative.
Yeah,
but
that might have worked because the double, it knocks out the double then, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, Trish, I know I saw you comment earlier. I'm really pleased you've commented. Trish, it's done. I just need to put everything together to make sure I'm happy with it and then get it out to you. It's just been a really long week this week, Trish. It's done. I just need to make sure I'm happy with it, and I'll drop you a message.
Good stuff.
I'm pleased you commented, Trish, so I could tell you. Yeah.
Right.
That is it.
We will see those of you who are coming to the wool show at the weekend. And
if not, we'll see you in a fortnight.
Yes. Yeah. So look after yourselves, everybody. Let me try and find the button. We will see you.
Trish, I'll message you before I do anything.